truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. Hit like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. Be cool, city lights shining so bright. Fine dining lights feels right. Flights to places far from sight. Get right, ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Underneath the neon glow, life is fast but take it slow. Every moment like a show. Let's go. Dancing through the night, we got energy flows we can't hide. Feel alive, we outside. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless reading, but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Stay cool.
Hey, nobody bigger than the program.
What's up? Good morning, YouTube. Today's topic, is loyalty and love enough to overcome a toxic relationship? Is being selfish productive? And, because the reason why I asked the question is because it's not just the poor people. They usually say as long as you got money and you're doing everything good, you're good. But it seems like the rich men are getting left for the same thing, right? Even if they're loyal, even if they got everything, money and everything, they're getting left. So is loyalty and love enough to overcome? Is it? Well, that's the question we're going to find out today. Are we going to see if loyalty and love is enough to be or to give us a boost to make it last forever, right? Is that good enough? Is it good enough to get us to the finish line? Everybody says, I want a good man, or I want a good woman. So I guess one would consider a good man, a good woman is being loyal and loving them, right? Or them loving you. But it seems like that's not good enough. Seems like love and loyalty is not good enough. Because the ones who are loyal are getting left. And the ones who love are complaining. How do we get over this? Well, I think the selfishness is what takes or makes it very hard or maybe very distant to deal with within reason, right? Because if you're selfish, then you don't care about whether you're loyal or whether you love or not. It's all about you, and fuck your partner.
You're my homeboy, but you're still a man, so there are things that I expect from you even though we're not in a romantic relationship. Number one, if you are in the car with me while I'm getting gas, you are pumping my gas. I also expect you to put me on the correct side of the sidewalk. Number three, you are the DDH, designated door. You're my homeboy, but you're still a man, so there are things that I expect from you even though we're not in a romantic relationship. Number one, if you are in the car with me while I'm getting gas, you are pumping my gas. I also expect you to put me on the correct side of the sidewalk. Number three, you are the DDH, designated door holder. Why would I be opening the door? You are a man. I don't expect you to cover anything financially, and I don't expect you to carry my bags if we go shopping, although that one pains me and it took a lot of growth.
It's like the standards to date is increasing. Now she's saying the standards just to be your friend is increasing. Every day you wake up, it's like another responsibility put on your shoulders. They want to be treated like a girl. You not my girl, bro. I'm gonna treat you like what you are. So if I give you all these privileges, what do I have left to give my shorty now?
It's very interesting how
And
men.
what are you getting in return? Okay, let's say your guy friend is doing all of that. What are you doing for him?
In relationships, we have to do husband duties. Now we got homeboy duties. Why we keep having duties and responsibilities and they're hidden behind gender roles?
Yeah.
Same thing that women don't want to be forced to do. They constantly are the main ones who's telling you how gender is a construct and all of this stuff is construct, but they're the ones that are mainly enforcing these constructs and these roles onto society.
You're my homeboy,
Excellent
but you're
point.
still a man, so there are
Excellent
things that I
These feminists who fight against gender role and fight for equality still upholding gender role when it comes to the men's side. Your homeboy is supposed to do all these things for you, but what about equality? I thought you were a feminist. I don't make it make sense. Make it make sense. And as the guy had said, it's like,
because she's making you her homeboy because she still wants you to serve her. She still, even though you're not her man and you're just her friend, to be in her presence, she still expects you to serve her, right? Still expects you to worship her. That's why you're there as a friend or as her man or as her husband. It's all the same.
relationships, dating was hard enough within itself. Now a lot of you guys can't even have friends. You guys can't even have girlfriends. But she talking this and talking that. It's not her reality. Listen, I will put my next month paycheck on it. That a lot of these women who will come on TikTok and talking about what men are supposed to do and their expectations and their standards and whatever, it is not their reality. It is not. If it was your reality, you wouldn't be needed to tell it because you're lacking. You complain about something that you're lacking. Those who have money don't complain about not having money. That is why, again, going back to the point when these women expose that they're broke.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
Hyper focusing on a man's income, hyper focusing on how much a man has to make because you are broke. If you weren't broke, money wouldn't even be your first thought. The only thing you would have probably said is, okay, you don't want a man sponging on you. You don't want a man having to be dependent on you financially. You want a man to come financially independent. You wouldn't put no income limits on it because financial independence has no income limits. You wouldn't put no income limits on it. You wouldn't hyper focus on how much the date has to cost. You wouldn't be doing those things because the restaurants that you want him to take you on expensive date, you would have been taking yourself. Again, these women who come on these podcasts and these social media and say these things is because it's not their reality. But because they know that the audience, boo-boo the fool, don't think too deep into nothing. They can come onto TikTok and say anything, and these chicken heads will gravitate to it and say, yes, sis, yes, strong queen, yes, sis. Not thinking nothing too deep about nothing. This is why in the road, but you want this man to open the door.
Make for you to consider him dating him.
I got real, personal responsibilities, that come
broke.
first. So if you want to spend time with me and you want to do all these things with me, take care of that. Don't you want me to wash my ass? Don't you want me to keep my lights on and shit? Don't charge my phone and stuff? You got to at least make.
It's prostitution. So if you want my time, pay for it. That's prostitution.
I would say like 10 mils, cool. That's
10 mil.
10 mil?
Or what?
how this income?
Like pesos?
Yeah, you gotta
Peso.
be up.
Oh, he gotta have 10 million?
Yeah.
I would say to fuck with me, he could do at least a little 2 mil a year.
Okay, I can, I like that.
But he gonna take care of everything.
Yeah.
Okay, my first question is,
What currency?
how many millions do they make? Because they got to be making a couple of million, right? In order to be asking for a couple of million? Because that's the only way that this going to make sense. I made a video.
Women demand what they demand. So loyalty and love is not good enough. So, you can put loyalty and love and all you want to. You have to have the financial capacity to even, I would guess, be in a position to have a family, a wife, or a long-standing relationship And we got to see the difference. There's a difference between just having sex and having a relationship or a wife, right? That's a great big difference. And some nowadays, women aren't even giving that up too easy. They are even, they're even if you be their friend, you need to be a baller because you still need to blow money on them, even if y'all just friends.
Video saying that you needed to plan a date in order to see me. Meanwhile, she said you need to make 10 million in order to see her. You want to talk about a sense of entitlement? This is that. When people say they want a man who gonna protect and provide, like define it. Because I need to know. I hear so many women acting like men are just supposed to just come out of pocket as soon as they meet them. And that is insane to me. So you want me to wash my ass, keep the lights on, and charge my phone, and it becomes your responsibility the day you meet me is insane. Part of the problem with the dating pool right now and the disconnect between men and women is the fact that people get on these podcasts, they get on these platforms, and these videos go viral of them speaking real crazy, and people start to believe it, and people start to put everybody in a box.
But we have to understand that's okay. It's okay to speak the truth. It's better to speak the truth than to speak a lie. If I'd rather a woman come tell me, look, boo-boo, you need to have this much money to be with me. So then I know, right? There's no more faking it till I make it anymore. And I'm glad those days are over. Because so many men, so many people just, it's hard to fake it. It's difficult to fake it. So I'd rather have the truth than a lie. And I do believe that most people like to lie, hear the lie than the truth.
With the rest of them, and that's not cool. Sis said 10 million. Okay? You need 10 million to rock with her. Meanwhile, I was just asking for a date. The sense of entitlement is real. That damn planning that date don't sound too bad, now do it. What y'all think about that?
It's draining. It's draining. My heart goes out to men because I can only imagine the men who actually have to interact with these women. Like, it's draining just watching it because she never met a man. 10 mil? Do you look like the type that can attract a man who making 10 mil? Even if he's not making it legally, do you still look like the type that will attract a man who's making illegal 10 mil? Like, no, because you don't keep your mouth shut.
Got him!
If he's making 10 mil illegally, he's going to need a woman who can keep her mouth shut. And she's sitting up here on podcasts talking about, oh, my man needs to make 10 mil. Yeah, you're going to bring attention. But again, it goes back to the first video, y'all. The delusion that is going on the dating market these days. And these women come on and they say anything. And because they know that their audience gravitates to just emptiness. You know, they say empty barrel make the most noise. This is them. The empty and at the bottom of the barrel making the most noise. Because they know their audience gravitate. Now, hear me out. Here's the wild part. Because there's one person who is having a conversation and who's saying these delusional talking points, you know. But then also, they have millions of supporters that is validating their talking points. Nobody calling it out. Hardly ever you'll see a woman calling out their delusion. And a woman just sits and say, yes, it's no coffee date. Yes, it's he needs to make this. He needs to make this amount. He needs to make. And it's like the delusion is just there. Oh, if you're my guy friend, you better open the door. You better do this. And the delusion is still there as a friend, as a homeboy. Why is he doing that? What is he getting in return? Again, the delusion is still there. And they come on and they say these things so loud and proud. And they do not care if it makes sense. They do not care if their logic makes sense. They're just talking it and they're just saying it. And we live in a society that gives them the mic to say these things.
Feminist lies.
And nobody's not stopping them and saying, wait, stop. Because the kids.
Loyalty and love in 2026 doesn't even count. Unless you got the money to display the loyalty and love. If you broke loyalty, if you broke and you loyal and you love, you're going to die alone. You will die alone.